Alright guys, today I'm doing another figure review of the Neca Predator 2 Scout Predator. Now if you haven't seen Predator 2, spoiler alert, this guy shows up at the end of the movie. When Mike Harrigan goes to the ship and fights the city hunter, he comes across the whole tribe of predators, and this is one of them here. We'll go over the accessories he comes with first. We have his extended staff, and we have a closed up staff. We have this plasma bolt. If I can take it off here. There we go. Got the plasma bolt. We have two smart discs. We have an open smart disc here. And then we have this closed one that I've put here on his side. It's kind of hard to get these in here, but you can get them wedged in and they'll stay in there. He has his gun, which I believe Neca just made this up for the figure. He doesn't actually use this in the movie. He has this, and he has a closed up version, which you can put on his back. I'll show that in a minute. His med pack is removable, and you can place it there. He has several alternate hands. We have open hands and gripping hands. Here's the gripping hand for the right side. I have the one for the left side, and that's the smart disc hand right there. And he has one accessory that I lost. This piece here, you can actually take off. You can take that off, and has another piece that's raised up. So that way, I believe it's the spear gun or something used in Predator 2. I lost that piece, unfortunately. But that is something he comes with. And he also comes with an alternate head. And this design is something Neca, I believe, made up. And I have mixed feelings about this head. It's something is definitely unique, but I'm not sure if I like the way it looks. I'll obviously be displaying him with the mask on, since this is how he looks in the movie. But it's cool that they gave us this, but the paint job on mine does not look good at all. You know, most of it is just the base color that the plastic is casted in, that peach beige color. And the rest of the paint on the top of the head here, like the face isn't that bad. But when you look at the top of the head, it just looks like the paint is smeared on. And I'm not a fan of that at all. But the rest of the figure looks really good. One complaint though is the computer here. The hinge isn't secured. It's supposed to have a little metal pin to keep the two pieces together, but mine is just missing that pin and it comes off. I'm just going to super glue that in place because I'm not going to need him displayed with it open. The body for this guy is the city hunter body, but it has the head of the jungle hunter, and I really love the way this figure looks. It has some parts sculpted on, like this little, I don't know, loincloth here on the front and the back, but other than that, the body is pretty much just the city hunter. And his wrist blades are bloody on this guy. Focus. There we go. Yeah, he's got bloody wrist blades. The original release had bloody wrist blades too. You can extend those. Mine don't want to extend all the way though, but when I extend them, the 2 points just are closed together, so I just keep them back, and they're still closed together, but not as bad. I'll try to heat that up, see if I can fix that. He has his shoulder cannon here, same as the City Hunter. And I said you can remove the med pack here on the back. That's a separate piece. I believe this is the only figure besides the Wolf Predator that has a removable med pack. Well, obviously there's the Jungle Hunter, the whole shoulder assembly with the med pack and the shoulder cannons removable. But when it comes to other Predator figures, I believe the only one we have is the Wolf Predator, which we desperately need a re-release of in Ultimate form. Anyways, I believe this is the first one that has a removable med pack, and I believe he only has that feature. So you can put this on his back, which is the folded up version of his gun. His rifle, whatever the hell you want to call it. So that can snap right there on his back, and you can have him displayed with that. And let's take a look at his gun, because his gun actually has some articulation to it. This thing is really, really nicely detailed. It has these two parts here. They're on separate hinges, so you can move them separately. And I believe this is supposed to be the kickstand for the rifle. And you can pull this barrel out, or I guess you can call it the barrel. And if you wanted to, the plasma bolt for the shoulder cannon, you can wedge that on here. It doesn't sit flush because it wasn't made for this, but you can fit it on here. Looks better this way, but it's tilted down a little bit. But if you put it on this way, it tilts down a lot. But that is an option for this guy. This is not something from the movie. They've been re-releasing the Lost Tribe in Ultimate form and giving us new accessories that they're just making up to go with the figures, just to make it more, I don't know, more ultimate, I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyways, let's take a look at his articulation. I'll take the spear out of his hand. Take that off of his back. It's just going to fall off. He has the standard ball joint that all of the Predators have. Pin and socket shoulders. And he also has a swivel at the shoulder. I believe that's new. Double hinged elbows. Pin and socket at the shoulders. It's got a ball joint in the waist and a ball joint at the torso. Pin and socket at the thighs. And there's also a swivel at the thigh. Double jointed knees. Mine are really stiff. I try not to break it. And ball joint at the feet. And that's it for his articulation. Shit. That's it for his articulation. And I want to pop his alternate head on and let you get a look at him with his alternate head on. First, better look at this. It's just a Predator 1 Jungle Hunter head. The paint job on the head isn't really the best on this guy. You know, it looks better on camera, but in person there's a lot of gray showing in parts, like here on the front, where they just didn't dry brush enough over it. But I could paint over that if I really wanted to. But yeah, I want to show you him with the alternate head on. So here he is with his alternate head on, and he definitely looks unique. Very different from other Predators. I'll bring in some other ones to compare. But here's a closer look of him with the alternate head on. The paint job on mine just isn't the best. I don't know if all of the other ones out there are going to look like this one or not. But I'm not too upset about it because I'm going to be displaying him with the masked head on. All of the Lost Tribe figures I'm going to be displaying how they appear in the movie. So even though these accessories they're coming with are really cool, like the rifle this guy comes with, I'm not going to be using those. Because, like I said, I'm going to be displaying them how they appear in Predator 2. I may or may not use all these accessories for like a diorama or something. Like a Predator armory or something. Because I would like to build a trophy wall someday since I missed out on the Neca trophy wall. And I doubt we'll be seeing a re-release of that. So I've been thinking about building a diorama, and I could use these weapons to decorate the diorama with if I do end up doing that. Alright, so here's the Scout Predator compared to the rest of the Lost Tribe that I currently have. The figures to the left of him are original release figures, and then the figure to the right of him is the re-release Ultimate Lost Predator. Here we have, I believe it's the Boar, but I'm not sure, because there's another Predator that has the same mask as he does. Then we have the Snake Predator. Then obviously the City Hunter, which is the main Predator. This is the one that came in the 2-pack with the Cloaked Berserker, then Scout, and then Lost. I'm not going to be getting the re-release of these two guys because I don't really need them. The only thing I would get them for is the accessories they come with, but I don't really need those. The only thing I need are the smart discs because I lost the smart discs that come with this guy, but I can display them without those. It'll be fine. I'm definitely getting the ultimate of this guy sometime soon. I'm still going to keep this guy on display, probably in the same pose he's in, but I'd like to get another City Hunter to put in a different pose. And I'm definitely getting the Battle Damage City Hunter when he comes out. He'll be my unmasked version from the movie. Then I have this guy. And then I'm going to be getting another ultimate that I'm going to be putting in a different pose. And we also have the Lost here on the end. I should have done a review on him when I got him, but I didn't. I I'll definitely be doing more figure reviews on Predator figures because I love Predator. And I have a shit ton of Predator figures and I keep buying more of them. So I'll be doing more reviews on those. So this is my current Lost Tribe that I have. There's a lot more than I need to get, obviously. And I'll be doing reviews on the other Ultimates as I get them. I'm not sure which one comes out next. As soon as Neca announces that one's released, I order it. And I have the Battle Damaged City Hunter pre-ordered, but I don't have any of the others pre-ordered. But here's Scout with the rest of the Lost Tribe. I don't know what the hell else to say. Here he is with his unmasked head compared to Snake and the Lost. And all three of these are drastically different. But you can see the difference in the mandibles. Instead of having the two on top, like every other Predator has, he has them all on the bottom. I still don't know how to feel about this head. I like that they tried doing something different and unique, but I just don't know if this really works or not. For a Predator, it looks more like something else. I don't know what. A new species, I don't know. I love the different patterns that all of the Predators have in Predator 2. That's one of the reasons why I love that movie so much, is that each Predator looks completely different with their different patterns. That's something I wish we could have seen in some of the other movies, like Alien vs. Predator, where they all looked basically the same. The only difference was their masks and armor. But, one thing else before I close the review off, he's actually missing something he's supposed to have. He's supposed to have a necklace. The original release had it, had a skull on it, but for whatever reason, the re-release doesn't have it. Anyways, that's it for this review, guys. There's really nothing else I can say about this guy, and I'll close the review off with some photos of this guy showing him off. This guy comes with, I'm not going to be using those because, like I said, I'm going to be displaying them how they appear in Predator 2. I may or may not use all these accessories for like a diorama or something, like a Predator armory or something, because I would like to build a trophy wall someday, since I missed out on the NECA trophy wall, and I doubt we'll be seeing a re-release of that. So I've been thinking about building a diorama, and I could use these weapons to decorate the diorama with if I do end up doing that. Oh, fuck.